Okay, so on to the next track in Marin's Harmony of Hearts, man. This is Sleep Token again. It's actually all Sleep Token in this particular series, and we started off with Alkaline, which was quite possibly one of the best tracks I've heard from Sleep Token. Absolutely incredible. All their tracks are amazing, but that really was so damn good. This is Rain. Never heard Rain. So let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got. For those of you who are only joining us now, go back, man. Today's reactions have been absolutely epic. The music, at least, has been fantastic. And yeah, go back and just go back to the beginning of the day and just start watching from there. And as you know, I've said this a couple of times, HOHs will be finished this week. In the next 2 days, we're done. We're finally at the end of the tunnel. And we're seeing the light. Let's rock and roll, Sleep Token, Rain. Let's go.
For so long I've waited, so long that I almost became just a stoic statue fit for nobody. I don't wanna get in your way.
Ooh, just a stoic statue fit for no one? Fire, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm there, but I'm always like, I'm literally in stone. There's nothing resonating from you. You can see me, right? You can see the beauty. And the one thing about the statue, when you talk about the statue, and also when connecting it to Rain, I just thought about that now. Actually, when connecting it to Rain, why would he say statue? Right? A stoic statue, right? Because it's beautiful and you can see, but from a distance, when you look at it, right, it looks absolutely beautiful. But when you come up close, you see the cracks in the statue. You see the weathering, what the weather has done to the statue, the rain and the erosion, right? And that adds to the beauty, but it also shows you the pain. It also shows you what it went through over time. That's why he said statue, man. These fucking guys, with the way they write shit, you gotta you literally have to pay attention. I think that's it. I'm not entirely sure if that's what he meant by it, but something just clicked in my brain, literally, as he said that, right?
For nobody, I don't wanna get in your way, but I finally think I can say that the vicious cycle was over the moment you smiled at me.
Ooh. So literally, he's talking about turmoil. He's talking about the storms, right? So the storms come, but the vicious cycles was over the moment you smiled at me. That's how quickly the storm can just dissipate. The storm can just go away. Just a smile from you can make everything better. Also, when he says, I don't want to stand in your way, much like a statue. Statue is never in your way. It's always perfectly placed for you to be in awe of, but it's always on the side of pathways or on the side of buildings, or it's always in a pathing. So you literally, it's there to look at, right? But you can easily just walk past it. So you will appreciate it for a second and just keep moving. Right? And that's why he's literally referring to that. He's out there every day, every night. The rain takes a toll on him. The storm takes a toll on him. Right? And he just doesn't want to be an inconvenience to her. You know what I mean? Beautiful.
And just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the soul from my head.
Interesting that he actually said, just like the rain, you turn the dust into nothing and wash the salt off my hands. Now, salt, obviously, that can connect to that Alkaline song that we just spoke about with regards to, if you actually think about like sort of precipitation to a certain degree, and I'm going back into sort of chemistry. And if you've got, I think if you literally take rainwater and you evaporate the rainwater, you will be left with kind of like a residue, which is kind of like an alkaline, which is your salt, essentially. Am I saying this correctly? So I don't know if it connects to it, essentially, but also salt as well. The salt from my hands would also will also refer to not only to that, but it will refer to the pain actually trying to sort of cauterize a wound, not cauterize in terms of cauterize with heat, but literally putting salt on the wound in terms of like it's painful, but it does eventually close up that wound. It clots it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what is it. I'm not sure if I'm unpackaging that well enough, but let's carry on.
Don't touch me again. I feel my shadow dissolving. Will you cleanse me with
Beautiful. I'm so sorry I'm pausing, but just the beautiful way in which he writes, right? Where just touch me again, I can feel the shadow dissolving, and that's basically his demons. It's basically all the pain. It's basically all the agony, and it's his darkness. And the moment she touches him, he just feels like that darkness is kind of receding. It's going away, right? Beautiful, beautiful writing.
Will you cleanse me with pleasure?
Cleanse me with pleasure. Brilliant writing.
That chemical cut that I can get down with, up like the moon and out like the hounds. A dangerous
That's the chemical cut that I can get down. Wait a second, just the way they write is something else. It's that chemical cut that I
can get down with, up like the moon and out like the hounds.
So out like the moon and so out like the moon and up like the moon and out like the hounds. Fire, man. Just the way the way they express that over there. And it's almost like they're howling at the moon if you actually think of like Wolverine because of his lost love, right? And every night that the full moon comes out, he'd go and he'd howl at the moon, literally calling out for her, essentially. So very descriptive writing over here.
Up like the moon and out like the hounds. A dangerous disposition somehow refracted in light, reflected in sound. I'm coiled.
The dangerous disposition somehow refracted in light and reflected in sound. What? What? Wait a second. The way they write is something unbelievable.
Like the hounds, a dangerous disposition somehow refracted in light, reflected in sound.
Refracted in light, reflected in sound, right? So literally speaking to the whole thing in terms of like the rain and then the sun through the clouds and then the sound of the thunderstorms and everything. The picture that they paint over here is absolutely sensational. The rays of light, right? And then the sound of thunder. Come on, man.
I'm coiled up like a venomous serpent, tangled in your trance and uncertain. You have got your hooks in me. I know the way that it goes. You get what you give, you reap what you sow. And I can see you in my face.
Fire, bro. Everything they wrote over there, even with like this is the venomous serpent that's coiled up, and but she's got her hooks in him. So if you actually think, it's almost like it's the other way. It's paradoxical to a certain degree because the venomous serpent is the one that inflicts the pain, is the one that hooks onto you to inject its venom. But it's now the other way. It's like, I'm the venomous serpent, toxic to myself, but could never harm you. It actually goes the other way. You've got your hooks in me because I can't let go of this. Your venom is just too addictive, right? Too fire with the way they write this over here. The reap what you sow is obviously alluding to the fact that, you know, a lot of this is he's taking accountability, where he's like, I get it. I reap what I sow. I'm at fault for a lot of this as well, right? So agonizingly beautiful.
I know I am what I am, the mouth of the wolf, the eyes of the lamb. So darling, will you saturate?
I like that he actually talks about the eye of the rose, right? But what did he say here? Sorry, eyes of the rose, something of a lamb. And the eye of the rose, and the what of the lamb? The mouth of the lamb. So the mouth of the rose and the eyes of a lamb. That's fire. So when it talks about the eye of the rose, it's talking about the mouth of the rose is very clever because a rose is layered. Okay, it's multi-layered, which kind of speaks to his craft, speaks to what he does, right? Multi-layered in his words, but he's got the eyes of a lamb, so somewhat submissive, essentially. And then he moves into that saturation bar, where you actually think about the lamb and the lamb's coat, where he says, saturate me. It's kind of like saturate the lamb, saturate his coat, right? Okay, anyway, that's at least my thing. Maybe I'm reaching, but that's what I'm I like the connection with statue and game because it almost kind of gives you the feeling, and even like the thunderstorms and everything else, it kind of gives you that gladiator type vibe, essentially. You know, talking about Colosseum statues within the Colosseum, the game, literally it's like a gladiator game. This is a game of survival. I'm not entirely sure if he's trying to draw that connection, but it's just something that popped up into my mind when he said that.
I can hear you say my name, so rain down on me. Rain down on me.
What's all these people, bro?
Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
This song is so
Rain down on me.
Back off, bro. That is fucking ridiculous. That is sick. This, oh my god, the whole song is amazing, but their switch ups in their song is something crazy. But this over here, though, oh, the power, the energy in this is crazy. No, stop from there, stop from there. Sorry, guys, we got to take it back. I want to listen to that from the beginning.
My eyes to the future, I can hear you say my name.
Ooh.
So rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
This is so good, bro.
Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
Nah, this is too good, though. Oh my god. That last part was kind of like pleading. It was very powerful yet chaotic. It was almost like pleading, rain down on me, because she is the rain, right? Rain down on me. He needs that cleansing. He needs to be touched by her. Bruh, that was fucking ridiculous. That must be one of the best tracks I've ever heard, ever. Like, whatever I heard in this series, one of the best tracks. I'm putting that on my fucking playlist. And that fucking Alkaline song. I'm putting that on my playlist as well. That is crazy good. Crazy good. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. I apologize, I was talking a lot. I made that video a little bit longer. But my brain sometimes just sort of like runs away from itself. So probably didn't package everything or unpack everything as well as I wanted it to. Well as I wanted to. But I tried my best. You guys let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.